G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome to the second episode of season number 1 of the FIFA 17 Chelsea career mode. Thank you guys so much for the fantastic support you showed on the first episode. I did say if we hit over 300 likes, I would double upload. However, yesterday I had some massive internet problems. My whole internet was down for about 2-3 hours. The video that you saw was meant to go live about 5 hours earlier, so I didn't have time to double upload. If you guys are new around here as well, make sure that you do subscribe down below. We are posting career mode content on the daily, and leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Of course, if you missed out on last episode, I would really recommend going back, watching it, really seeing what the goals for the series are, and seeing what 2 signings we made. In today's episode, we will be continuing our transfer window talks. Perhaps we could bring in another player. We will also be beginning our Premier League season at home, Stamford Bridge taking on West Ham United. So lads, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into your press conference questions. Thank you to everybody that left a comment on the first video. I did read through all of the press conference questions and I've selected out 4. Don't forget, if you want to be in the next video, make sure you leave your press conference question down below. So the first question in today's press conference comes from Manit Mehta. He says, Roman Abramovich has said that you need to find Russian wonder kids or women, apparently. What do you make of that? You know, I don't know how I'm going to exactly find Russian women, but I'll go. If he wants so bad, I guess I'll start a scouting network in Russia. Might even bring in Arshavin the Beast. Fredo Belmiro says, Fabregas is reportedly not happy with 9-goal coming to the club. Are you willing to let Fabregas go? I can't blame Fabregas for being angry that we brought in 9-goal. He's kind of a replacement for Fabregas, and in all honesty, if an offer comes in for Fabregas, I will be talking to the club. If he stays, I'm happy because he's an 86 rated player. He's a top quality player, but if he goes, I'm not distraught because a lot of Chelsea fans and Conte especially want him gone in real life, so I think it's a realistic move and a smart move. This season I'll probably play him more as a replacement rotational player with Oscar rather than a midfielder, or a centre defensive midfielder that is. Vyom Nanavati says, what do you think new signings 9-goal and Dybala will bring to the team? I think they are going to be very, very crucial parts of our team this season. I think they are going to help us go up the next gear, go from top 4 contenders to title contenders. Just imagine how insane our midfield is going to be with Kante, Matic, and 9-goal and all in there. That is, nobody's going to be able to get it into our final third. Literally, you're going to have Kante running around with like a chicken with its head cut off. You're going to have 9-goal and just absolutely destroying everyone on defense. And you're going to have Nemanja Matic being Nemanja Matic, an absolute workhorse. So I'm pretty excited to see what our midfield is going to be like. And then with Dybala, that is going to be very, very crucial as well, because now we have 3 very, very strong striking options. We've got Diego Costa, we've got Michy Batshuayi, and we have Paulo Dybala. So that means that if I continue with my 4-4-1-1 formation, we're not going to be short on strikers very often at all, and we're always going to have a top quality player up front. And the final question in today's press conference comes from Blinky Duck. He or she says, the press have been wondering what formation you are going to play after the new signings. I think for the time being, I'm going to stick with my default 4-4-1-1, see how that goes, maybe move it to a 4-4-2 so that I can have 2 strikers up front, but at the moment, I'm going to stick with what I know and stick with what I've been planning with 4-4-1-1. So that is going to conclude today's press conference. Thank you guys once again for your fantastic questions and your fantastic support on the series so far. Let's not waste any more time, however, let's get into the gameplay aspect of the video. Alright, so I've come to the conclusion that we need to bring in a new right back. Basically, what I was originally planning on doing was Marcos Alonso left back, Cesar Azpilicueta right back, but I'm thinking I'm going to move Azpilicueta back to left back and try bringing in a world-class right back. So basically, what I've done is I've shortlisted 2 right backs that have been strongly linked with Chelsea in real life, and then I've gone ahead and shortlisted another 2 who I think would be great additions to the squad. Maybe not the most realistic, but I would like to bring them in. So the 2 that have been linked with Chelsea in real life, it is Steven Lichtsteiner from Juventus, and then Matteo Darmian from Manchester United. However, the two players that I think I would like to bring in personally, the number one prospect for me right now, Serge Aurier from PSG, and then another opportunity, another potential right back signing is Seamus Coleman of Everton. So Aurier is the most expensive option here, however, he is the best option in my opinion. He's the youngest and he has the equal highest overall. So what I'm going to do right now is go in for Serge Aurier. So we have enough money to get him, which is fantastic to see. And besides right back, I really can't think of too many more positions that need strengthening. So his value is 22 million. I'm just going to go ahead and offer 22.5 million, which is his value, and see what PSG say. I'm also going to go in here for Seamus Coleman. May as well put offers in for everyone. So with all these players, I'm going to offer up their base value, so 15.5 for Coleman. Now Lichtsteiner, probably someone that I'm not too keen on signing. 32 years old, equal with Aurier for the highest rating, but I think I'm going to leave Stefan Lichtsteiner alone. And while we wait for those clubs to get back to us, I am going to do a little bit of training here. So we have Batshuayi, the new signing Zabala, Loftus-Cheek, Chalobah, and Kurt Zouma all being trained. Let's see if some of them can go up in stats. So here we go, and it is not a good session for the guys that had the most growth to do. So PSG want 43 million for Seamus Coleman. What are they? Okay, that is almost double what I offered. I am not doing that. I'll bump it up a little bit more. I'll say 32.5, but I've probably just gone too big there. Transfer offer for Nemanja Matic. Now, this is a guy that I'm not too keen on selling. I am a big fan of Matic in real life. He did get me a lot of fantasy league points back a few seasons ago, but PSG come in for him 26.5 million, but I'm going to reject all offers for Nemanja Matic. The Serbian is staying at Chelsea. Everton want 28 million for Seamus Coleman. That is definitely a lot cheaper than Serge Aurier. What I will do is I will bump it up to 21.5 million, try and lowball them into accepting us. And PSG still want 43 million for Aurier. I want to get him in before the freaking West Ham game in a few days time. So I'll meet them somewhat in the middle. I'll say 38.5, but they're getting really close to make me want to just go all out. And I guess it's good that we did reject all offers for Nemanja Matic, because he has emailed us privately and he said that he was pretty worried about us replacing him. So I'm happy that all his problems are solved and that he's staying at Chelsea. Barcelona just signed Sarko from Liverpool. What a random signing. Transfer offer for Oscar. Here we go. Liverpool, 36.5 million. Now, I do like Oscar, but a few people in the comments have told me to get rid of him and bring in another world-class midfielder. So I will get into talks with Liverpool, but if I get rid of Oscar, I need a decent fee for him. So it says he's worth between 39 and 47 million. I will start off pretty high and I'll say 52.5 million. Everton still want 28 million for Seamus Coleman. I'll bump it up a little bit, but he's really not my main target at the moment. It is Aurier. PSG accept our transfer offer for Aurier. That is great stuff. 38.5 million. I feel like all the transfer fees have been inflated a lot this FIFA, probably due to the new TV deal and how much transfers have inflated in real life, but 38.5 million. Don't know if that is overpaying or a bargain for Aurier. He only wants 80,000 a week, which is good to see. So we'll say 4 years, 80,000, crucial first team player. Transfer offer for Marco van Ginkel. Okay, Hoffenheim want the Dutch midfielder who is 23 years old, 9.5 million. He'd be a decent player to have in the squad, but I will get into talks for him, or with them for... Actually, no, I don't want to get rid of Marco van Ginkel. I'm going to reject that offer. And Everton accept our transfer offer. £24.5 million for Seamus Coleman. He wants a hell of a lot more than Aurier wanted, which is surprising. I guess it's that Premier League wages, but we'll give him the same offer, but I'm hopeful Aurier accepts. Liverpool come back and say 42 million. That is not too bad of an offer if you ask me, but I'm going to bump it up again. Like I said, if I get rid of him, it's going to have to be for a decent amount of money. Good news, however, we won't have to worry about Seamus Coleman because Serge Aurier has accepted his contract on the eve of the West Ham United game. So we're going to have a brand new right back to kick off the season. Welcome to Chelsea, Serge Aurier. That is a top signing.
a silhouette, and they say, and they say, yeah.
So here we are, lads, the opening game for the Premier League season, taking on West Ham United at Stamford Bridge. It should be a pretty interesting game. I'm quite nervous to see how I perform because I really haven't played FIFA 17 that much, so hold your reservations about how crap I am if I lose, but if I win, then I'm a good player. So there's our player, looking good on the sideline with our shirt and tie, and a few debuts here for our big players. The big dog, Slaven Bilic. Here is our starting 11 for the opening game of the season. You will see that I'm not playing Nainggolan or Dybala. I'm going to save them for our next game against Watford, but it is a pretty strong side here. John Terry and Cahill are our two centre-backs, and Aurier is getting his debut. West Ham starting 11 is decent as well. They've got Dimi Payet, they've got Simone Zaza, they've got Lanzini, Ayew. They're going to be a... Oh, they signed Bellerin. They signed Hector Bellerin. Did you see their right back? That is quite unrealistic, unless it's on loan. Goes to Nemanja Matic. I see Eden Hazard making the run early in the game. Can we get an early opportunity? He goes in. Get your head to it. Oh, that would have been a great start. However, we do get the corner, trying out this brand new corner system, so I'm going to put it just behind the penalty spot. Run there with Diego Costa. It goes. Costa behind the back of the head. But that was a terrible finish. West Ham are attacking Simone Zaza. They got some good numbers. They shoot from distance off the post. If we conceded that, I would have been absolutely livid. Now Simone Zaza's on the attack. Aurier loses Lanzini. Lanzini's running. We've got to defend. Aurier just loses his man. They shoot! And they almost score again. They're taking some really good long shots. West Ham attacking. Simone Zaza gets through. He takes a long shot, but that's well over. They seem to take a lot of long shots to CPU. Alright, lads. So we got a free kick here just before halftime. I haven't really looked at who our good free kick takers are, but it looks like... Oh, look at that from Willian. Alright, I'll change the camera. I'm going to try a new run-up. This is really cool, the run-ups this year. Alright, let's try banging this one in there. Come on, 33 yards out. Willian! That is going to be over. Far out. They're on the attack. They take another long shot. What is it with West Ham and long shots? He's going to go to Oscar, who's been pretty damn poor. But that's a nice pass. Hazard through, back, through to Diego Costa, who's going to whip it in there. Get to it, Hazard. Hazard brings it down, but the touch of his chest is too heavy. Eden Hazard makes the tackle. He's going to go there to Fabregas, who's fresh off the bench. I see N'Golo Kante, first time, almost found the bottom corner. So the 88th minute here. We're going to put this one into the box for a corner. We're going to put it nice and short. We're going to go to Costa. Costa, get your header on it. Ah, is that another corner? No. That is a frustrating way to kick off the Premier League season, fellas. A 0-0 draw at home against West Ham United. We just weren't there attacking-wise. Our midfield, Kante was very good, but then players like Oscar really let us down. I'm hoping for much better attacking-wise against Watford. So a transfer offer here for Kurt Zouma. Let's see who it is. Leicester City, the champions of England, want Kurt Zouma, but I am not selling him. He is a definite player for the future in this series. Liverpool get back to us, 46.5 million for Oscar. And in all honesty, after that performance against West Ham, he did not impress me at all. So I'm going to have a little bit of a talk here. I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more money for him. So I'll say 50.5 million. That's good for me. Seamus Coleman accepted our contract offer. However, we already signed Aurier, so thanks, but you're going to stay at Everton. And if we sell Oscar to Liverpool, this is who I'm going to be going for. Marco Reus. I know he's a designated left midfielder, but I know he can play cam, and I will be playing him at cam. For the second game in today's episode, we are travelling to Watford, Vicarage Road. Hopefully we can pick up our first 3 points here for the season. So here is the Watford starting 11. Our former player, Asmir Begovic, is starting in goal, so hopefully he doesn't have a blinder. They got Troy Deeney up front, Pereira from Juventus there, Etienne Capoue. They've got a decent side. Looks like they're playing 5 at the back. And then here is our starting 11, and we're giving debuts to David Luiz, Raja Nainggolan, and Paulo Dybala. Hopefully, they can bag a goal. Nainggolan is playing in the midfield with Kante, and Fabregas did impress me a lot when he replaced Oscar at the end of the West Ham game, so I'm going to give him a start and see if he can earn his spot back. Fabregas running. I see you, Dybala. No, we're going to go to Hazard instead. Eden Hazard, he's got some space, he's cutting in, he's going to cross it, get there, Willian with the header, Begovic makes the save. Going to be a corner here, Eden Hazard, putting that one in, goes in, someone, Gary Cahill, Dybala, Begovic makes the save again. Oh, Eden Hazard with the tackle, that is what we want to see. We're going to go in there to Willian turns, Willian, passing it, Aurier shoots, another save from Begovic, not the greatest of shots though. Going to go there to Nainggolan, Raja, going to Paulo Dybala, back to Nainggolan. How's that not a free kick? Oh, shit, lads. Nainggolan on his debut. He was absolutely crunched from behind. And he's injured. Not even played a half of football and freaking Nainggolan's injured. That is not what we wanted. This one's here. Goes to Holivas. It goes through. Oh, mate, is that a penalty? What the hell, lads? That is a penalty. Are you kidding me? We have been all over Watford. And then we give away that. It was off a free kick that shouldn't have been a bloody free kick. Oh, how can you even explain that? We need Courtois to step up in the clutch. I think he's going to go left. He's going to go left. Oh, how did you not save that, Courtois? We went the right way, and it just bounced. Oh, it just freaking floats over him. And Watford has the lead. An undeserved lead, might I add. Holding it up, looking for some support. We're going to pass that one to Willian. He's onside. Willian, come on. Gonna cross that one in there. Get to it. Pedro scores the equaliser. Fresh off the bench after substituting Eden Hazard. Pedro scores the first goal for the career mode. Huge props to Willian though, who did a lot of work. But I really was not expecting to score that one. Pedro, look at that accuracy. 1-1 and we are back in it. We need some space, lads. Willian going to Dybala. He's going to pass it to Van Ginkel. Fresh off the bench. Nice ball to Kante. Goes back to Van Ginkel. Cutting. Van Ginkel's got space. Van Ginkel, what kind of a shot was that, mate? Another draw. That's full time. A 1-1 draw. We need to start scoring some goals. I think I'm going to start changing up this formation. One up front isn't doing well at all. We need to start scoring more, so yeah, I'm disappointed. So, even though I think we've been pretty piss poor, we've gone up to an 81 in our manager rating. Fair enough. Oh crap, lads. Oscar looks like he's going to be leaving to Liverpool. 50.5 million accepted. Oh, Nainggolan out for 4 weeks with a sprained ankle. That is not the start that we wanted for him in his Chelsea career. Transfer offer for John Obi Mikel. Crystal Palace come in. Mikel is a player that I am looking to move on. Don't really have too many plans for him, so 4.4 million. I'm not going to sell him for that. I'll say 6 million. That's about 500,000 above his value, and that's a pretty good price. So Crystal Palace are going to go ahead and pay 6 million for John Obi Mikel. And Oscar is the latest player to leave the club. He has moved to Liverpool for £50.5 million. They're going to have a lot of centre attacking mid options at Liverpool. They've got Firmino, Coutinho, and now Oscar. So many Brazilians. And now I'm going to go in for Marco Reus. Hopefully we can afford him. We can, it looks like. That's pretty good. Alright, hopefully they don't want 100 million. So I'm going to start off and I'm going to offer 50 million flat rates. And lads, let me know in the comment section down below who you think I should sign to replace Oscar. Which centre attacking midfielders. I'm open to your thoughts and I want to know. Anyways, fellas, that is where we are going to conclude the second episode of Season 1 of the Chelsea Career Mode series. Pretty disappointing stuff on the park, but off the park, we have been killing it. If you guys did enjoy today's episode, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Also, make sure that you do subscribe down below if you are new around here. Check out my social media links, my Twitter, my Instagram, all those good things posted down below as well. But most importantly, fellas, I hope you have a fantastic day. It has been JarradHD here. I'm out. Peace.